Hey, what's up guys? The second part of this bull market is about to kick in. In this video, I will explain why this is likely to be the case, then we'll take a look at Alex Mashinsky, who called the drop from 60k to 30k, now is predicting 100k and above by the end of 2021. This video is brought to you by BlockFi. BlockFi is a crypto platform that lets you leverage your cryptocurrencies and put it to fair use. At BlockFi, you can earn an interest rate on your crypto, buy, sell crypto, and borrow cash. It's like all-in-one crypto bank. You can earn up to 8.6% APY on your crypto holdings, up to 5% on Bitcoin, 4.5% on Ethereum. Now, you can also earn 10% APY in crypto on any new stablecoins for limited time only. You do not have to sell your crypto and pay high taxes. Borrow money against your crypto at rates as low as 4.5% APR. BlockFi uses ACH that allows users to deposit/withdraw funds with no fees. Do you want First Bitcoin Rewards credit card? Join the waiting list and receive unlimited 1.5% back in Bitcoin on every purchase. Sign up today and earn up to $250 bonus when you open an account with the link blockfi.com/aimstone in the description box below. Let's take a look at the cryptocurrency market. Currently, the entire crypto market is at $1.666 trillion. That number is weird. Bitcoin's dominance continues to increase, now it surpassed 45%. Ethereum dominance stays more or less steady at just about 17%. As of the time of this recording, Bitcoin is just about $39,000. In the last 2 days, it has been trading above $40,000 and even spiked above $41,000. But volatility is not only one-sided. From time to time, there will be small and large corrections. Bitcoin is down by 2.8% on the day, but it's up by 16% on the week, remaining the best performing asset. In fact, Bitcoin has been the best performing asset for a while. Altcoins have a hard time challenging Bitcoin. Could this mean that the altcoin season is over? Looking at this dominance chart, Bitcoin is definitely reversing while altcoins are dipping. Of course, this is not clear what is going to happen in the near future. That being said, if the main factor of cryptocurrencies is decentralization, then Bitcoin is by far the best at it. Ethereum, currently is trading just below $2,500, is down by 5% on the day and 3% on the week. The market cap is at $285 billion. The current BTC to ETH market cap ratio is 2.5 to 1. Not too long ago, when Ethereum was about $4,000, the ratio was closer to 2 to 1. However, Bitcoin decoupled itself from the crowd in these recent weeks. Everything else is in red on the day as well as on the week, besides Polkadot. It's up by 5% on the week. Right behind Polkadot, we have Uniswap closing top 10 listing. But Uniswap is currently the worst performing asset on the day, is down by 7% as well as on the week. On the week, it's down by 5.5%. As I mentioned in the beginning, Bitcoin is currently at $39,000. Back in February, when Bitcoin was around $38,000, Tesla announced that they bought $1.5 billion in BTC. They also announced that they will start accepting Bitcoin as payment for their cars. And in just a few days, Bitcoin spiked from $38,000 all the way above $45,000. Then we know what happened after that. Elon Musk's emotional roller coaster kicked in. And when Bitcoin was trading near its all-time high, he announced that Tesla will not accept Bitcoin as payment because many miners burning coal and producing emission in cost of mining Bitcoin. First of all, this is nonsense, because it's almost impossible to reduce emission in an inflationary design economy. I think this chart speaks for itself. Gold mining creates around 4 times more carbon emission than Bitcoin. Banking system creates 31 times more carbon emission than Bitcoin. And finally, military industry creates 56 times more carbon emission than BTC. Let's leave this at that. Anyway, after that announcement, Bitcoin dropped in half to $30,000, recovered a bit, and now, just a few days ago, Elon Musk commented that Tesla will start accepting Bitcoin if majority of Bitcoin miners move more towards renewable energy. On that news, Bitcoin spiked a bit. And just like back in February, we might see another leg up and continuation of this bull market. Here we have a cool chart that supports bull market. As we can see, hodler net position change has flipped green for the first time since October 2020. When it became green in the beginning of 2020, Bitcoin had a nice steady increase, then Bitcoin price spiked and many hodlers were selling. but now they start accumulating once again, so hopefully we will see the second half of this bull market. Another cool chart that represents Bitcoin performance on June 15th, going all the way back since 2011. In 2011, on that date, Bitcoin was only $39. It's very hard to imagine Bitcoin being at $39. 2012, $13, so it dropped by quite a bit from the previous year. Then $100, followed by $600 next year. Then dropped again by a lot. That was 2015 bear market, just about $200. Then 2016, $700. That was the beginning of the bull market. 2017, 2.5K. 2018, once again, bear market, 6.5K. 2019, consolidation, 8.8K. 2020, last year, Bitcoin was at $9,400. Now, 2021, June 15, which was yesterday, $40,000. Can we imagine what might happen to Bitcoin price in the next few years? While no one can predict exact prices, we can still expect Bitcoin to go north. Here we have a very interesting chart from ChartBTC that represents Bitcoin cycles from the bottom to the top. Keep in mind, guys, this is number of days is not from the Bitcoin halving, it's from the bottom of the cycle. First cycle started from $2 at 2011. 747 days later, Bitcoin topped about $1,100 and made 539x rate of returns. The second cycle low was at $176. More than 1,000 days later, Bitcoin went all the way till $19,500, and that was the end of 2017 bull market. Bitcoin generated 112x ROI. Now, let's take a closer look at this current cycle. The low of this cycle was back in 2018 bear market, where Bitcoin found its bottom just below $3,200. More than 900 days later, Bitcoin generated only 12x to this current price of $40,000. Here is the interesting observation. In the first cycle, Bitcoin went into the bear market after 750 days. In the second cycle, Bitcoin went into the bear market after 1,000 days. So far, this cycle lasted 900 days, which means we are probably getting closer to that point. However, some people believe we still will have another leg up in this bull market, including me as well as Alex Mashinsky, the CEO of Celsius. Let's take a look what is his price prediction by the end of 2021.
In fact, one of my favorite shows was asking how many Bitcoin market moving tweets does Elon Musk have left, with the idea that each tweet, in fact, lessens in impact on the market. So do you think that Musk's tweet influence could be waning?
Well, when you say cry wolf every time, eventually people get tired of you, right? But I think Elon came to the crypto community for the right reasons. He understands the power and the, kind of like the uniqueness of the Bitcoin community. But when he started jumping on other coins like Dogecoin and others, and then denied Bitcoin, I think he lost a lot of credibility. And him seesawing yin yang, going from I love Bitcoin to I hate Bitcoin, I'm going to accept Bitcoin, I'm not going to accept Bitcoin, really created this feeling that he's in it just to get followers and get the get the publicity, and not in it to help others or create wealth or advise others on how to do better. So I called him a tourist, because anyone who comes from fiat land to crypto land and is coming in here for the wrong reasons and then leaves for the wrong reasons is a tourist. And Michael Saylor, Jack Dorsey, all the other people, you can see their conviction, you can see their understanding of the technical and the financial sides of this revolution. So they're A+ ambassadors for crypto and for Bitcoin. But Elon does not get that grade from the Bitcoin community.
Well, there is the expectation that a degree of FOMO is going to kick in other developing countries, and that they will take similar actions and similar steps. So if that does indeed happen, and if this El Salvador experiment proves to be successful, or at least not a disaster in the immediate term, And you do see other emerging market countries adopting Bitcoin. What does that do for the price of Bitcoin, Alex?
So today we have about 100 million or so participants in the Bitcoin ecosystem worldwide, which is a fraction of 1% of all the people that live on this planet. And one way to grow that user base is to throw these shows like we were both in Miami and convince others to join us. And another way is to get one country at a time converted. So obviously, the larger the country, the faster the conversion. And we need larger countries to make these type of decisions, right? So if we can get Brazil, if we can get Nigeria, if we can get countries with large populations to accept this as legal tender, the number of Bitcoins out there is pretty much stable. It's obviously maxed out at 21 million. You're going to see a huge explosion in the price because just the adoption of all those users is going to create tremendous new demand for the Satoshis in circulation. So I think organically, the way we're doing it right now, when it is not happening fast enough, and we need to accelerate that. And it would be great if we can get, again, ambassadors to cheer for us who are running, or presidents of countries. At Celsius, we found that most of our new business development is happening because a Celsian is in Visa, a Celsian is in iHeart, a Celsian is in this or that bank, and they're the ones opening the doors for us. So I think the same thing needs to happen with all the other digital currencies being adopted by countries and by regulators. So only when you can show that you can do good and do well, you can basically get this broad adoption and stabilization, right? The broader the adoption, the more stable the Bitcoin, the Ethereum becomes, and then it can serve not just as store value, but also as a form of payment.
Well, what does this adoption by countries, with El Salvador leading the way, mean for your price projection? Because you've been very accurate with your previous forecasts. Earlier this year in January, you said that you saw Bitcoin trading above 77,000 by the end of the year. How does this change your equation for that price projection, if it does? In other words, where do you see Bitcoin ending the year?
I also said that we will revisit the 30,000 range, and everybody was upset with me, but unfortunately, I was right. I do see us actually going higher. I think we will go higher than 100,000. And the reason for that is that we effectively flushed all of the leverage in the system, and we found our support at 30,000 or so. And now we're rebuilding with additional long-term holders, right, or hodlers. So I'm seeing, again, price acceleration because, PayPal and Visa and Venmo and all these customers that are new to crypto, Revolut, Robinhood, and so on, all of these new customers and their hundreds of millions of users are just getting into the cryptocurrency. So the government continues to print money, continues to devalue our currency, and more people are realizing that the true inflation should include the increase in the money supply, which in the last year has been 40%. 40% of all the dollars ever created were minted in the last 12 months. So I think that will create a new additional increased demand for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other alts. And I'm very optimistic, especially after visiting in Miami and seeing the energy there, the excitement, the community coming together. It's just been phenomenal. I mean, we got to meet over 5,000 of our members in the Celsius community, shake hands, take pictures, tell stories, celebrate, all of the wealth that was created through our community. And, that is not going anywhere. I mean, that's going to accelerate and going to get stronger and stronger.
So bottom line, closing the year above 100,000 is your revised prediction, and in which you said you correctly called all the price moves along the way.
Well, at least some of them. I think all the leverage is out
Okay.
So we have very broad support here. And it really, look, China may do something crazy and it's going to crater Bitcoin tomorrow, but overall, the trend is up to the right. And then it really depends on what do we have weak hands at 70,000 or 90,000, so on. If people hodl, if people sit on their coins, then we're going to break 100,000. We may reach all the way to 160,000 this year. And that's I'm sticking with that prediction.
Alex Mashinsky believes Bitcoin is about to have another leg up since all the excessive leverage is out and all those short-term traders got liquidated. Now we are starting from the support line of $30,000. He also thinks that we might surpass $100,000 and even touch $160,000 by the end of this year. I think it's very realistic. Let me know what you guys think. Can Bitcoin surpass 100K by the end of 2021? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, smash that like button and subscribe for more videos.